For Mark Consuelos, the cameras of Live with Kelly and Mark usually capture a world of playful bickering, Italian vacations, and high-energy morning banter. But in late 2025 and early 2026, a different kind of headline began to circulate, one that spoke of painful news and a silent battle. The rumors didn't start with the tabloid leak, but with the quiet observation of a dedicated audience. They noticed the moments when Mark's usual boundless energy seemed to flicker, or the subtle way he'd favor his right arm during a segment. The reality, as it turned out, was a story of aging gracefully while under the relentless microscope of daily television. The mystery of the painful news. The narrative of a silent battle reached a fever pitch after a series of unexplained absences from the show in late 2025. While Kelly Ripa playfully joked about his traveling like crazy, the internet filled the void with darker speculation. Was it a chronic illness, a hidden diagnosis? The painful news finally broke not through a somber press release, but during a typical morning chat. Mark revealed he had been nursing a significant injury for months, one that was as agonizing as it was, in his own words, pathetic. "I had this dream in August," Mark told the audience, leaning into the vulnerability of the moment. "I was in bed, my arm was hanging off the side, and I punched in the dream. I hyperextended the arm so hard I actually tore a tendon." The diagnosis? A torn brachioradialis tendon and a potential bicep tear. For a man whose brand is built on physical fitness and Riverdale ruggedness, the injury was a humbling reminder of the body's fragility at 54. Unpacking the real diagnosis, narcolepsy. Beyond the physical injury, another diagnosis had long been a point of affectionate contention in the Consuelos-Ripa household. Kelly has famously nicknamed Mark's peculiar health quirk narcolepsy. While the public looked for life-threatening drama, the real silent battle Mark was fighting was a lifelong struggle with an incredible ability and tendency to fall asleep anywhere at any time. Kelly revealed that Mark can go from fully alert to a deep slumber in half a second, often during the most inappropriate moments. In the middle of dinner, after a long flight from Italy, Mark famously fell asleep at a New York restaurant mid-meal. At award shows, he has been known to nod off during ceremonies, even when nominated. On the floor, Kelly once found him asleep on a bathroom mat because it looked cozy. While played for laughs, the narcolepsy narrative highlights a very real human struggle, the exhaustion of balancing a high-octane career with the physical demands of midlife. A new beginning, the FOFO breakthrough. The emotional arc of Mark's recent health journey culminated in a segment about FOFO, the fear of finding out. For years, Mark admitted he had avoided the boring but essential medical screenings that come with age. In November 2025, he finally faced that fear, undergoing his first-ever colonoscopy at age 54, nearly a decade later than recommended. The painful news fans feared turned into a message of hope. Mark shared his clear results with the audience, not to brag, but to encourage other men to stop battling in silence and start prioritizing preventative care. The resilience of a morning icon. The silent battle wasn't against a terminal illness, but against the stubbornness of the ego. By opening up about his pathetic sleep injuries and his late medical screenings, Mark Consuelos shifted the storyline from one of tabloid tragedy to one of relatable aging. He isn't a man falling apart, as Kelly jokingly suggested. He is a man learning to navigate the second act of life with a bit more caution and a lot more honesty. The real diagnosis wasn't a secret disease. It was simply the realization that even a superhero needs a doctor, a nap, and occasionally a reminder to stay in bed while dreaming. Would you like me to write a deeper dive into how Kelly Ripa has supported Mark's health journey through her own wellness routines? Mark Consuelos shares results of his long-overdue colonoscopy. This video is relevant because it captures the specific moment on Live where Mark and Kelly discuss the importance of facing medical fears and his actual health screenings.